I'd like to thank Pulse Servers for providing us with test servers that we can run all of our community levels on. If you look in the description below, there should be a coupon code for a discount off of your first month. I'd also like to thank the UTech community for providing us with a EU region server that we can test on as well. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Post Playtest. Today we're doing Bacra by Bacara.
I'm gonna be...
Oh, Bacara, join CT now. Since there's 9 terrorists.
You can join CT, yeah.
Oh no, I missed the chicken.
Good.
Can T's hear us? Can T's hear us?
No.
No.
Bomb towards B site, but they are flanking from A.
Oh yes, they are definitely flanking from A. That is a long shot, holy shit.
TopHATwaffle getting triggered.
Laying down smoke.
They're at B. They're flanking.
Yeah, they're near B site, like a fuck ton of them. It's kinda hard to aim with this fucking ping.
Everything's so long.
Monkey face. I'm gonna play A site this round.
Alright, I'm sitting now.
No, sir. Throwing smoke. Deploying flashbang.
A.
Hey, LMAO.
Hey, LMAO.
Smoke.
No, one guy coming. Yeah.
One guy in the drop room at B.
Waldo found you.
Right?
I'm gonna go play A side again this round, I guess. I'm just gonna fucking force the deal. It's so fucking weird. Who puts those on their faces? What do you even mean? Am I stupid or?
Like those smiley faces, yeah, like the emoji, like the smiley faces. Put the fucking nose on.
Oh, okay.
2008 again. That's hit.
Oh, yeah, dude. I used to be on fucking forums back in like 2006 when people actually used to make like actual good jokes. Like fucking sarcastic internet shit. One guy, two guys, three guys, one less guy.
Bomb is A.
It's a long rotate.
Oh shit, yeah, there's like 4 guys on A side.
Flashbang.
I don't even know what to do.
Wrong.
Well, that's That's a no.
Follow your heart.
Roger that.
Follow your dreams and your heart and your soul.
Whaleman's
It's
a
not-
fucking Disney movie over here.
It's not a song yet, but it could be.
Throwing smoke.
One med.
One long.
Fucking shot, bud.
All right.
I'm just fucking jumping with the scaffold,
A long,
dude.
multiple. On A side.
Ooh! Hi, man, the carrot, nigga.
There's
Bombs
no more
towards
long
B.
A.
Bombs on me.
Throwing flashbang.
Did he plant B?
Alright, yo, I'm pushing with you, my man. Never mind.
Using the bomb.
Yeah, I got my AK. Ooh, I thought there was no team damage. I'm
There's
so sorry.
definitely team damage.
Deploying flash.
I'm sorry, dude. I play Face It all the fucking time and I'm used to like not having team damage on.
Roger. Thank you. Roger that. That's a negative. Negative. Roger that.
We just needed teams to be stacked in our favor.
Throwing smoke.
What? Oh yeah.
Smoke. Thank you.
I'll push on, I'll push on. Okay.
Oh, Jiro, join T side.
They're going B.
Support.
We have one guy at
Probably.
B.
I'm pushing for the spawn.
One base.
I'm actually not warmed up.
So he's 2 at B.
They got
Bomb A.
bomb, but it doesn't, yeah.
Throwing smoke.
But we're all here.
It's alright, don't worry.
Oh shit, this is a path? What the fuck?
Incendiary out.
CT.
Okay. No!
Okay, Summit.
I gotta
True for
wait.
skins.
There was no time to wait.
That's a negative. Negative. Move it. Stick together. That's a negative. Roger.
Oh my god, there's so many middle.
Smoke.
Oh.
Laying down smoke. Need backup.
Planting deep.
2 down A.
Wait, are they beast already? Fuck. Come, let's stick B. No! He was behind me. I thought you had him back row, damn it.
Defusing the bomb.
There we go. Why would you buy an auto shotty? Yeah, one of my friends, I remember one of my friends just came into Canada this summer, so he'd get better paying than me here.
Nice.
Thanks.
Roger that. No, sir.
I'm gonna be.
Oh, calm down.
Throwing smoke. Throwing flashbang.
I try my CSGO sound louder because I couldn't hear you guys. Damn, this guy is a sneaky motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
There's one by drop.
Smoke. Grenade out.
3 pushing long. I left tunnels. One long A. Or long B.
Throwing fire. Laying down smoke. Flashbang.
Do we have air control?
One for speed.
Smoke.
I could not imagine playing this map a 5v5.
What?
Way too
Okay.
way too big.
Some areas could be a bit smaller, but I think it's not
This
too
map
bad
needs to
now.
go on a diet. Too much of it.
Right on.
Wait till you see my next fucking map. That one's fucking huge, I think.
Throwing smoke. Deploying flashbang.
No.
Throwing flashbang.
Why the fuck can't I hit these shots?
One down, yeah.
They're pushing hard for me.
Thanks for saving me, bro.
Incendiary. Roger that. Grenade out.
What I like about this map is that I can just throw like mollies and shit. Like I try to get the general idea, and it just works, right? Like it doesn't get blocked by anything. It just works where I want it to go.
Laying down smoke. Grenade out.
One on the sniper's window at T-spawn.
Deploying
That's the
flashbang.
last one.
I'll try to get the last guy. I'm 10 HP there.
I'm at 20.
Let's go.
Does anyone want an AK?
Trying to find one.
I got an AK if anyone wants it.
Can we have
Yeah, of
blogger
course.
around that time so we can actually go look around for shit like...
Go, go, go. Throwing flashbang.
Oh shit. I didn't realize it was 10v9. Someone keen to drop off.
Throwing a grenade. Laying down smoke.
There they are coming city. Purples, watch out. On the right, on the right.
How did they get there so fast?
They got B.
Flashbang.
Yeah, this
No, that's not good at all. Yo, Top Hat, dude, I thought you got it for us. I thought you had love for us, dude. When we fucking died, you gave us
I
love.
can't even understand what you're saying.
I said, dude, I thought you had love for us and we died, damn it.
This one B long.
I'm a bit tired, sorry. I said, I thought you had lower for us.
One beyond one.
Diffusing. Smoke.
I can do it.
Oh, that me time. Hang on.
Anyone need to drop, I can drop you. I'm gonna be a noob this round. And I'm gonna try something on B side.
Roger that.
Drop.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Oh my god, I can just spam this shit. It's an eternity, boy.
Bomb B.
Roger. Smoke. Throwing a grenade.
I'm on ring, so I'm still glad I got one kill.
Dude, I got fucking.
Alright.
The fucking auto is way too overpowered.
Everything's so long, yeah.
That's a negative.
Yeah.
No great opportunities to be had.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'll probably gonna buy it fucking again next round and just spam long and they're not gonna be able to come at all.
Grenade out. Grenade out.
1 minute 60 long.
Throwing fire.
Drop. Pushing onto B, I think.
They should have B.
Sorry about that.
Even with 10 people, 20 people, level feels empty.
Throwing flashbang.
It doesn't really feel that empty to me, but I think the mid bar is kind of weird. I mean the lower, because it's like those fucking T's got to fucking CT like before I got into sight on B side, so they could just come behind me. True terrorism. Okay. It's everyone's favorite gun, the Scar 20.
Someone want to drop off spectate? I mean, to spectate from CT. You lit.
What?
I can go.
Thank you. You're a good person. Oh, that works. I guess.
One window.
Flashbang. Laying down smoke. Deploying flashbang. Back up.
One guy coming onto base side from behind you, green. Behind you, behind you.
One sniper, nice low HP.
Bomb mid. There's still more here.
Last guy was at B.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Alright, 1v1 here, 1v1 situation here. TopHATTwaffle is on middle. He's gonna be looking middle here, trying to get information from some.
Oh
They're not
god,
using
no.
con gun.
Stop talking.
Alright. Behind you. What?
Okay.
What? The server just restarted for me, what?
The heck was that?
Okay. TopHATTwaffle,
That was
if you
the-
can find the code.
That was the laggiest lag spike that's ever lagged.
That's a no.
I still don't know how you haven't got the kill in the first place.
Move it,
What? I can move. Never mind.
One drop. Two drop.
Already?
Throwing a grenade.
Some A.
Throwing smoke. Smoke.
Ah, shit.
Throwing flashbang. Deploying flashbang.
Yeah, 4v6 or some shit. Let's try to get as many kills as we can.
Let's go.
Well. The lag.
Flashbang.
There we go. There we fucking go. At least the flash gun, you know, that sort of thing.
Remove any doubts in your head. It's us or them. Flashbang. That's a negative.
No, there's two lower already.
Oh, there's bombs along it.
Negative. Deploying flashbang. Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win. Negative.
I'm gonna push slow.
Move. Decoys out. Throwing smoke.
Ah, that path is actually just slower.
I'm gonna get some naughty 1-leagues, my boys. Just listen to me. I'm gonna get the nuttiest 1-leagues of my life. You're ready to nut in your pants?
No, sir.
No, son. Oh shit.
Flashbang.
Nutty.
Be on spot already.
Roger. Has been planted.
Oh shit.
Just make that fucking wall bigger, dude. Oh no, the clutch situation was lost. Nice try, nice.
I say we go for
Yes.
A, all of us.
Yeah, we can take A.
Alright.
Probably gonna
Probably
play like
rush A.
long with deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lots of
yeah,
options
should I
with A, so
bomb?
just do it.
Just split the rock tunnel and long.
Okay, let's go.
I go open mid too.
We get here, you.
Oh, not too many into the rock tunnel.
I think it's called like short.
Mid is
Don't stop.
nothing.
You have Glocks, you never need to stop.
We lose to Glocks.
Bomb has been planted.
Here's the rotate from B. And the rock tunnel. Well,
As long as we hold long, we win.
getting some 1D. Even if I'm
Maybe
fucking
let's
125.
let's try all B dropper. Not all
Probably.
but B.
Yeah, but make sure to like smoke it off. How about smoke? I can probably smoke bomb, so I can just push it.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Let's go.
I'm throwing a flashbang.
Oh, watch out for the flash.
I fucked up my smoke.
Throwing smoke. I'm planted.
There's 2 in tunnels. Coming from mid to B.
Wait, alright, close the darkness. Don't worry, I got this. I'm playing sneaky peeky.
Thanks for saving me.
11
Let's
HP.
just wait here. I think we're coming from doors from
Let's
something.
get in tunnels.
Okay.
He has 11 HP.
Don't worry, I'll get him. Yo. Nice. And this bomb we're sticking down.
Some of them bought armor that ran.
Let's try to take A one more time. I think that could be a good thing, I guess. Yes. Let's go, my friends. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Flashing coming. Oh, I smoked out like the whole long.
Too close.
Oh, okay. Just that fucking wall. Oh my god. It's
Do
so
they stack
fucking...
B? The fuck?
Probably. Top hat?
I think they'd stack B.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, top hat. What's up with those guns, man? You're going off, mate. I use HRTF.
There's nowhere to go with shitty economy.
Nope.
So choice is just rotating and spawn. Just look at it from
That means a
back.
deco.
Actually forced like an idiot. I can probably take B alone. Just give me a chance. Oh, okay, there's no way to hold B alone. That's no way.
There's one on A8.
There's no to B. I'm gonna force a CZ onto mid. Like an idiot. No.
I feel like B is really the only eco choice.
I mean, you have to go through drop though, and that's suicide. Just one mid.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on.
I think we got B. I just want to make... Oh no!
Yo, you guys can hear me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. I think we should like all lead to this round. Or not really, you guys got money, I'm stupid. I've got a long scout, we could take A. He made 20.
One connector, mid.
No! How the fuck? Good luck. Nice try.
Maybe just rush B altogether now.
Trust me, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm playing close with my 10.
This is easy. We kill them, and then we go.
Oh, don't do that.
I
Sorry,
feel the map is
I
very
ran out of the buying
CT-sided.
zone. Well, I was buying things.
Do you guys feel the same?
Long smoked, you can go now. Blue.
Ah, okay.
We need
Yeah,
that
well,
bomb.
that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna go along. I'm gonna fucking rape the kids.
Oh, Bacara, join T-side. You just keep bouncing around, buddy.
Poor
But I have
Bacra.
no money, please help me.
Come on, let's go.
That's
Throw in smoke. Smoke. Throw in smoke. Molotov.
One tunnel.
Smoke. Grenade out. Throw in fire.
Yo, bomb. You in mid. You need to be at A.
Alright, sorry. I was trying to get a guy. Sure, I'm coming next sec. Buy me some time.
Planted. I'm throwing a flashback.
One guy coming behind us.
One's tunnels,
One
right
middle and
side.
one coming from the back.
Tunnel dead.
He's going to, What the fuck? I heard that guy going fucking CT. I'm stupid.
One rush B.
Yeah, we can do that if you want, Tanyan.
Cap. What a smoke.
Oh, come on, I thought you guys were joining me. Yeah, fuck on the guys in lower. I am a map connoisseur.
I don't even know, man.
Okay,
Oh yeah, that is dead. Holy shit.
Dude, fucking ping is killing me all the time, bro. TopHATWaffle, where are you from? Like what part of the US or Canada? Where are you from?
One there.
That's
I rush A long. I think that's good if you don't really have money.
I'll stay around.
Yeah, but he's just dumb. As soon as they have
Actually,
the
no.
economy, they just sit on ramp and take you out.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
just going the
I'll go A.
we'll give feedback after this. Oh, okay. One guy mid can just fucking pre-fire my ass. Yo, TopHATwaffle, you can just go over there and kill him.
We need to take the bomb, guys. Bombs down.
Oh, come on. There it is. Not very decided. Very decided.
Let's go, my brother. I'm throwing a grenade. I'm throwing a flashbang. I'm throwing a flashbang. Throwing a smoke. Smoke. Flashbang. Throwing a flashbang. I'm planting.
One CD.
One up.
Wait, middle.
To
Put
your
it
right,
together.
top hat. To your right, your left.
Oh, I
I'm
ain't
coming
made.
side. I'm coming side. Wait. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, Trace, where you at? Okay.
Someone grab my auto. Don't let the auto die. Oh.
Move it.
Put the.
Beside Gabi now.
Okay, middle. Hey, okay. Well, it's a 3-on-4 situation. That point. I'm not gonna find the kill. Now it's a 1-on-4 situation.
Throwing a flashbang.
That was a map.
Yes.
All right,
Spectate the
go.
whaleman.
Yeah, go, Wellman.
Yeah, I'm spectating the wellman.
Can we stop
I know
shooting
how
you,
this
though?
goes.
All right, so here's the issue I have right off the bat. This water can kill you,
Yes.
and this water out here does nothing to you. You can't do that to
Alright.
gamers. You can't say one body of water doesn't kill you and the other one does. It just fucks with us. It's not very nice. With that being said, I don't like mid in general, so maybe just remove the water altogether. My second critique is that there is just way too much map right now. If we were to play this in a 5v5, it would be impossible for CTs to hold everything. And the final criticism I have for you is that there are far too many long angles right now. Just a lot of long angles, just everywhere. They're everywhere. They're long. They're bad. Oh, and it's pretty hard for CTs to smoke anything. It's basically utilities aren't a thing in this map. That's all I gotta say.
Tweet.
Oh, dude.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Who wants to go next?
Got smashed.
Who?
Extra cheesy.
Go ahead, choose by.
Okay,
Wait,
so
real quick. Alright.
there's fucking annoying kind of like low what do you call it, like elevation changes to like make pushing really hard. Cause you're trying to get somewhere. And, like there's a guy with his head barely visible, like shooting a balcony. You can barely see him. You know, he could be anywhere. I mean, he couldn't be anywhere, but like you're basically screwed as soon as you pop out on the balcony. Because like if they have an op or something, you're just dead immediately. And there's a bunch of areas like that. Like here on the beach, you can kind of do that. Like it's especially annoying because it's kind of long distance. Yeah, the same problem with the angles, but it just gets amplified when you add the headshot thing. Like Whaleman stated, like I commented on this in the middle of the game. I don't think this really needs to be here. The map's kind of too big as it is. If you kind of lose the whole mid pool area, and you just like scrunch it together, I think you really lose out a lot on the map. In fact, I think it'd be better because you're kind of less divided, I guess. I don't know. Where's the one more I had? Oh, I feel the church is a little bit too dark. Because there's somebody standing here, a CT, I could barely see him from over here. I think T's are a bit lighter, but like CT's like are pretty dark. So unless you have like a scope weapon, you're kind of shell luck trying to fucking deduce where the person is. Am I talking?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you're talking. I'm
What
writing
does reality
everything
say
down.
extra cheesy pie mic? Okay.
Yo needs to mute his mic.
My mic. Is it bad? Or...
No, your mic's
No,
fine.
no. Yo needs to mute it.
Yeah,
There we
yeah,
go.
yeah. There you go. Alright, you still
No,
got
he
more or
just
no?
wants to know
yeah, I think that's it.
what mic you have.
Alright.
I think I had another point, but I forgot because I was just like.
Okay, cool beans. Who wants to go next? Anyone?
I'll go.
Coco Cat, where are you at? What is your name in game?
Oh, I just left. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, never mind then. I'll rejoin. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Go on to somebody else.
Does anyone else want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. So, I found a couple spots.
What's the name of the
Onion
game?
Chef, Will.
Onion Chef, yeah. So if you go to right near B, you know the tunnels near B
Yeah.
with the drop off. I didn't like the drop off because I feel like it didn't give T's enough cover. If you go to the wall, right, it's hard to describe. The opening in the ceiling right here, this wall. If you extend this to right here or something like that, to give the T's a bit more cover. Where I'm shooting at. So if you extend this wall right here,
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha.
yeah, I think that would give T's more cover, making
Alright.
it easier, making it a more viable option for T's to go down this way. Because I just got wrecked when I did that.
Alright.
So. Also, right here on B site, this wall right here, I don't like this. I think if you had like slots or something, so where it's like a fence of some sort, rather than a solid wall, that would make more sense to me. Also, remove this curved wall. I think it impedes gameplay.
Alright. How exactly? I mean, I really can't think of
It doesn't
anything.
feel right. When I played, I feel like it doesn't really make sense. Also, it'd be fun to have or to be able to kind of shoot here. You know what I'm saying? Or at least make this another fence of some sort, so you can see through it and shoot. I don't know.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. So.
Alright, yeah, I'll go.
You're that kid who does stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so, you spectating me?
Yeah.
Alright. So, yeah, I agree with what Cheese was saying. Like when you're up there and you just barely peek around this corner, you're like, whoop, and then, that's it. One tap and they're dead, I guess.
So Belong is really city-sided then.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like I like the balcony idea. I like how you can look down, but when people peek up, that causes a bit of a problem. One of the main things, hold on. One of the main things is that there's so much on this map, right? Like I'm trying to watch this, I also got to watch this, but I also got to watch my back. Or a site is hold on.
So you think it's too large, or it just has too many pathways?
There's oh, okay, I thought God mode was on. There's just too many angles to check, I think. But yeah, there are a bit too many pathways and stuff like that, but just too many angles to check. It's like it's just kind of overbearing in general.
All right.
But I think there's definitely a potential here, so I think you're doing a good job. Just keep working on it, and
yeah, I'll do.
All right, that's all.
Okay, who wants to go next? Anyone? Or
I'll go.
What's your name in game?
Syntax.
I'm giving you one second.
You know what?
NFA Syntax?
15 more minutes and I'll work.
Yeah, it's me. If
15 more minutes.
If Jojo doesn't film me, I can actually.
You can turn God mode on in console.
How?
You just type God.
I promise I'll work after this.
And also no clip also works too.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I understand.
I mainly played B, so like on T side, and I think indeed it's CT sided. On CT side, I like this angle, but maybe extend this box a bit just to give like cover from the CTs, from like the Ts have then cover from CTs, because if you got an out to sniper or an op, you're getting destroyed. These two angles. I think indeed this angle is a little bit too overpowered. Make it or higher, or make it a fence. And maybe extend these boxes a bit, like make them a bit larger, because if you're hiding here, you can literally spot the CTs really easy, and it almost doesn't give cover. Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you.
Who wants to go next?
That's a very fast playtesting session.
This reality.
Session.
Yeah, there we go. Let me just draw the models to one. Alright. So You already know me, but I'm just really think game. Alright, first thing here, the long thing here.
Yeah, the
As
balcony.
the balcony is really hard to say. Because when you peek, if not here, you can be peeked by a city. Like when you get here, you can be peeked by a city from where this guy is standing right here, and all the way down here, and anywhere in between. So basically, anywhere in between that area, you can get killed. You can get pretty much sniped from any of those positions.
All right.
So maybe like a wall or something. Maybe block visibility from over there or something. That would be fairly nice. I've already talked to you about this, but this wall here, no. When you're in CT, you just sit like this. Alright, they're not gonna see you. They're not even gonna see your weapon, but you can see their whole body. Right? And as a T, when you come here, if they're not here, you can actually pretty easily get a kill on the guy here because he can only really see your head when you're like here. And you can have one of your teammates. This actually happened against me once. You can have one of your teammates pick this guy as well at the same time. So it's basically impossible. I don't think you need to necessarily replace it with a fence. I like it. It's got a nice aesthetic to it. Just make it up to like this here or something. That would be pretty nice. Alright, let's move over. Someone said that the mid-wire isn't good. I think the mid-wire is alright. Once you get used to the idea of it being deadly, I got used to it and I know not to jump into it. But I think something like a passageway or something from here would be nice to get there. I guess you can go short, but you're gonna easily get peeked by a CT if you do that. Something I haven't seen anyone talk about is it might have just been me, I don't know, but the textures inside of the cave are really blending in with the CT models, especially. It's really hard for me to see CT models, especially when they're like standing here because there's this shadow getting depressed as well. It's really hard for me to actually spot them.
Yeah, I'll make custom textures for it, I guess.
Yeah. Also, this area here, I think it should be kind of here, right? It's kind of a big hallway here, real big. Also, some sort of cover here would be nice for the guy who's trying to come up here and check all these angles all at once. I think there should be some cover, like a crate or something. Right. This thing here, it's nice. It's way better than nothing, but it's kind of random right now. It feels really, really random right now.
Yeah, it's just fully bangable. I have to look into that.
Alright,
but it's
one more
just
thing.
a sideline blocker.
Alright, and one thing. The timings here are fucked, right? Because if a T drops here, gets control of the lower tons and just pushes here, he can literally get the guys from City who are trying to get into B side. He can get them from behind really easily. This happened to me once, and I was like with another guy here. We were trying to peek long, and the guy from lower tons died, and fucking two T's just came from our back and killed us. So. The timings there should be changed. Yeah, the timings.
So you'd say the timing for the underground area is 2 T-sided?
Yep. Apart from that, the map is alright. I like it. It's not bad. It's actually really paved. I like this break over here. There was something else I wanted to say here on B. So it feels a bit weird for me. Sometimes I don't realize where I'm even going. It may be me, to be fair, but this area feels a bit weird to me when I'm trying to come up here. Sometimes I'll go back and I have to do like this recheck. Whatever, it could just be me, but still. Alright, that's all I had to say.
Alright, thank you.
Cool beans. Who wants to go next? Shot. Go for it, my man.
Yeah. My name is Shot.
Wait a second. Alright, I got you.
In general, the layout seemed pretty interesting to me. Especially with the fact that there's no like central middle. Other than there are two middles. It'll be pretty interesting to see how it plays when it comes to 5v5. So I'm pretty much looking forward to that. I think the map was pretty fun. In general, there have been some spots that needs to be worked on, but I didn't complain too much because I feel like the most of the engagements I had were pretty fair enough. The only grind I had on this map though was the long range in general. Um, I think this map can be a pretty op-centric map because there's just so many long range that Ts or CTs can take advantage of. Like this angle right here, it's a fairly long angle. Another pretty long, and this infamous upper to like a, the towards the CT spawn angle, also fairly long angle. And while I do like having I do like having some areas of the map that prefers op. Um, I think that this is a little too much, especially for my taste. So I would recommend removing one or at least two of them. And I think part of fixing that is by maybe I this was my first problem with this angle right here. I think if you can just make this wall like 90 degrees, that would kind of give T's more space and more incentives to push this area without having to get it peaked by an op right here. I think that would fix one of the issues. And sup this
Did you
reality.
turn off the internet, Dad? Never
What?
mind.
Hey, Will,
Sorry,
mute your
nothing.
mic. Mute your mic.
But anyway, so yeah, the long angle right there, if you just put that in a 90-degree angle, that'll be fine. And this angle, this long angle right here, peeking as a CT seemed pretty fine because CTs can also hide in here after, let's say, it misses a shot. But I felt like for T's, it was a little too exposed because if you miss the shot, the only way to recover is just by going back this area. And I think giving more T's through maybe cover to get through another area would be great. Maybe like add like a cover here, maybe like a crate box here, so that instead of just being super exposed half the time, you can just maybe like jump it and get to the cover like how people plays on Dust 2, like upper mid control, how CT picks through mid, where T sometimes like jump through to avoid it.
I got you.
Yeah. So
I got
adding
you.
some kind of covers there would be pretty neat. That's really that. Everything else seems pretty fine. I also didn't kind of like this kind of arch right here. I feel like this should act more as of a cover rather than just another headshot angle to peek through. And I think that can be fixed by making this just extending this as just another rectangular cover. And I think that should give more T space to push through the site and clear like one angle at a time. Because as of right now, as soon as T's get through here, he's exposed to this
Okay, Dad.
angle, this, and those 4 other angles at a time. And yeah, that's really about it. I think the map was pretty fun, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Can I go?
Yeah, yo, yes, go for it.
Here, one sec. I have to send. Give me
Yeah, I
one
gotcha.
second, sorry. Okay. So I'm also yo-yo in game.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So I'll go. This angle is a little ridiculous. Is it? Yeah. Because they can be at so many different heights, and they can just crouch and then peek up and bam. Right? It's at the bottom of the hill. It's a headshot angle. It's really a little OP.
So it's bad for CTs or bad for Ts?
It's very bad for T's. Then this, like, T's got kind of, like, stuck here, because if you drop down, it could be mollied, and then you can't get back up, except you probably can do...
Yeah, you can jump up.
It's just difficult. Also, this is a pretty... This is an angle and a half right here. I got someone who didn't expect me to be there. But yeah, and then CTs can be here, here, or here. I feel like my main concern with this map is that there are too many connectors. Like, I liked the layout. I liked a lot of the connectors. I just feel like you have too many of them for it to work as a competitive map. I feel like you just need to cut down enough of them that it's viable, you know?
Alright. Which ones would you maybe suggest I should remove?
That's something you'll really have to play with, but I feel like there's a lot. I feel like at least one of these three, because you have like 4 or 5 entrances to be, and I feel like CTs need at most 2, and at minimum 1, and terrorists need 2. Probably one that's easy to get control of, and one that's not as easy.
Can I maybe interrupt? I have the feeling once set at 2, maybe just close the connector to wine cellar from city, so you have to go through mid to go, like Yo-Yo is doing, and close this completely. So you have to go through there. Yeah.
That would work.
Yeah, but it would really mess up the timings for CTs, and Ts could always rush through the underground area onto B. So I would probably have to make a new, like, CT entrance to the wine cellar, like from city spawn directly to the underground area.
I think the CTs don't necessarily have to get to the underground area first, or you could make it. But yeah, just across the map, you need to cut down on. This area isn't as bad, but like here, right here, you have like this, then this, and this. This is like a 4-way intersection, which is like one of the things I despise most. Are T intersections are okay because you inevitably have to have 1 or 2, but when you can be shot from 4 different sides at once, it really just promotes luck over skilled gameplay.
Yeah, I get you.
You have like 3, right? Here you have 1, 2, 3, right? Because I don't feel like this is necessary if you have this. You see what I'm saying? There's just too many.
Yeah, too many pathways.
And then like this connects up with here, and it also connects up with here. You just need to pick and choose a few that you want to get rid of and mess around with that. And I feel like that will exponentially improve the skilled gameplay and the fun people will have with the map. Because I feel like there's a lot of fun to play right now. I feel like a lot of the areas felt pretty well put together. I really enjoyed them. I think you just need to put in some work there, and it'll be much more fun. I also feel like this area is pretty isolated. Like it's a long run before you get anywhere else. So that's something you might want to look at. I'm not suggesting a change there. I'm just noting something. Anyway, I think that's about all I had. I didn't have very much to say because I didn't have. I kind of. It went really smooth for me. I really enjoyed the playtest. I don't have too much criticism to give, but that would be my number 1. Like, if you need to fix anything, you definitely need to fix that.
All right. Yeah, I get you.
All right.
Well,
thank you.
then,
Good luck.
Thanks. Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go next? Anyone?
Maybe Illuminati.
Yeah, there's. Yeah, Illuminati. You got anything?
Yeah, I can go.
Go for it.
Wait a second.
Yeah, so I'd like to ask you why you have this connector as well as the entrance. I don't know what that shows as.
Well, I had the entrance, the stairwell first, and then I made the connectors so it wouldn't be like if you went into the cave, you basically either had to go back to T-spawn, or you had to go short, so for like easier rotations for Ts.
But I guess that just kind of devalues this connector because you have the Ts have no incentive to take mid other than getting just a pick maybe, because if a CT is watching mid, you can just pick him off and go back to wherever you were going. So I don't really get the point of these connectors. This one, I like B connector a lot. This plays really well. It's really fun. I like you included this angle. That's pretty good. But overall in the map, I don't see too many angles where you can just use SMGs or like maybe this is a good angle for SMGs. You can smoke this off, jump down here and go B, but that's about it because everywhere else you need to have a scoped weapon or an op, like a scoped weapon. But you could see the buys on the CT side. Like I saw 5 ops and 3 AUGs. I don't
Okay.
think a map should be that long ranged. I mean, you need to have at least maybe what you could do is make the connectors short range, like close quarter combat, and the main pathways like A long and B long. Those can be long range, so that's a compromise. Then there's this headshot angle over at B. That's a bit weird to fight around. One suggestion I have is you could completely cut this off and have a staircase from balcony to down here.
All right. Wait, let me just write that down so I can remember how you meant that.
You can cut off this entrance, block it off, and then have staircase like from balcony to down here. Because having to jump down is pretty harsh on the terrorists because you can get peeked at any time. There's like 3 angles to check here: sneaky, main city, and this box. So having to jump down is not good.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Yeah.
How's it going?
That's good.
Who are you done or no?
No, I guess I'm done then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, you can just post some more feedback in the text chat if you want.
Yeah, in the text chat or on the page. What do you call that? Workshop.
Yeah, on the CSGO
workshop
level testing page, or just write it to
Yeah.
me on Discord in private message. That
Yeah,
would be better, I guess.
Discord's usually easiest.
Is anyone here willing to test out a map I'm working on?
Oh, hang on. We're actually wrapping up a playtest, so give us a few.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I think it's just me then. That's left.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, so
I'm prepared.
So what Whaleman said of the level just being too large is very accurate. The level is very, very big and does need to be condensed down. Another thing that he mentioned was long sightlines. There are a lot of them. There are so many of them that I really think you do need to kind of call them down. Like there's long ones at A, there's long ones at B, there's long ones at mid, there's long ones in this fucking drop. So like you can't really, there's no option for an eco. Like it just doesn't exist. And due to how the timings work out, like this area would almost be all right, but CTs are able to just sit here and spray them down as they drop. So that pretty much shuts down the only possible, kind of eco-ish area of the map. And once economy sways for CTs, they can easily hold down this entire site from right back here with an op. And then another person from in here, just it's so easy. I'm not a huge fan of middle. That's just me because like I don't know. It seems weird that you can't push it. It feels like there's a huge disconnect between the sides of the map. Like you don't get anything by going middle because you can't go middle. So you're forced to only go to a site, right? Like you can't get an advantage for taking middle. Now I'm not saying that you should, be required to follow standard meta. Like I'm all for breaking the meta.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
with,
I had like normal.
I saw that
it didn't
again.
work out.
But like with the layout that we have right now, I feel like there's not enough options. For I guess the non rich, which maybe a standard mid would help, or just condensing of paths. Because all right, so another. Let's take this path for instance, right? At A, terrorists can usually get to about here. This is where the fight starts to happen.
Yeah.
So then as soon as you start to push out, there's usually a guy right here, and they're gonna start to rotate as soon as they see the bomb. So you're always having this long fight right here. all the while you're trying to get into sight, and you expose more long angles, right? So there's really just no option to not take long engagements, which just kind of sucks, right? Like, you're just forced into it. Plus, this path is just objectively worse than this diagonal path for CTs. Takes longer, gives you nothing in return.
Yeah, it's basically just meant for rotates, but I may have to adjust the timings for it so that it may be available path for cities to maybe get A long.
I would probably get rid of it, personally. What I would do because the bulk of this level's issues are due to its size, the only real feedback that you can get is you have to shrink it down and eliminate some of the longer sight lines. Because after that happens, the level's going to be very different. Like, it's going to be completely different.
Yeah, I get you.
So, I really do think it can work once the sight lines are cut down and it's smaller. But with just the size of it now, like, we were at a 10v10 at some points, and it was a struggle to find people. Like, it's huge. A 5v5 just wouldn't work because you have 5 terrorists steamrolling 2 counter-terrorists at a bomb site, and that's it.
Yeah.
So, and the rotates are long, and the rotates are also pretty predictable, too, kind of. Like, if they're coming from B, you can pretty much assume that they're going to rotate through this middle area and in front of cave. It was always that way. Very rarely did I see someone rotate from B all the way through the rock tunnel, because it took too long, right? So out of time, they just had to take the shortest path all the time, making it very predictable.
Yeah.
So I think you just gotta shrink it down again, cut out some of the long sight lines, and that would probably fix most of the level's issues, to be completely honest with you. Like, if this was 70% of the size that it is now, I think you'd be in business.
Alright. Well, that's great, I suppose. What would you think of just removing the T sniper window area and the whole, like, cave to mid connector, and then not having a traditional middle and just shrinking the level there and just completely removing the pool area and maybe all of city middle?
So I think getting rid of all of that may be worse, because then you're getting rid of that path to that option to A of the cave. So if you did that, it's almost like the tunnel would become your middle, right? I'm assuming what you're saying is you get rid of all this stuff, and then you bring.
No, I just meant to get rid of the T apartments, like below you, where you can go to the sniper's nest, and then remove the pool area and the small, like, tunnel connector from T middle to A. Yeah, this one. And then
Okay.
also remove the pool and make a wall there, basically, and just have the CT part of middle. Kind of like it is now, maybe. Or maybe even smaller. And, like, adjust the connectors and everything, but, like, basically removing T side middle.
I mean, that may work. I would say that it might be worth giving it a shot, but it might not do exactly what you want. Because if you get rid of T side middle, what would that get rid of? So you get rid of this, and you get rid of basically all of this. So
yeah, and maybe shrink the, like, part where the statue is also.
Yeah. So I don't really know. I don't really think that would help too much, right? Because you're just getting rid of an optional sniper fight. That's it. That's all you're getting rid of.
Yeah.
This still exists as a rotate. And you have less options in the rock tunnel. So I don't think that would necessarily fix the issue. It might be worth, like I said, it might be worth giving it a shot, see what happens. But I don't think that it would directly, I don't think that would really help too much, if I was being honest with you.
Alright. Yeah, I'll probably try it. I mean, doesn't hurt.
No, it definitely wouldn't hurt. What I would say, so if you wanted to do something different with middle, right?
Yes.
I would say this is what I would probably try first to see how I liked it. I would get rid of the this connector here. But when you get rid of this connector, you definitely have to do something different with this path, right? Because it's very long and something just has to happen there. Get rid of the sniper window. You know, block off at the fence here so you can't cross it, right? So basically there's nothing over here. And then maybe connect this path to like right here.
I haven't thought of that.
So instead of going through the window, I mean you have to do some shit in here, like, you know, so it's not a huge sightline or something, like a little apartment area maybe, and then connect it up to middle, because then middle serves a purpose, right? Or you could even do something like extend maybe this wall up to like here and then put like a dock or something right here that you come out on the dock and then you can only go forward this way. So like you come out and the statue covers you from this doorway here, but you still got to take this fight in mid, and then you can come up and, you know, start to take through. And then by taking middle at that point, it actually serves the purpose of you get this option on drop.
Yeah.
Plus you also, I mean, you don't get as good of an option here because you already have the rock tunnel, but it's still kind of, it's another attack path, or you could go CT, right? So that's what I would probably try first, is kind of retrofit a little thing onto here to make mid kind of work more.
All right. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I will try that.
But I really don't think I have anything else.
So basically just make the levels smaller and remove the long sidelines everywhere.
Yeah, and then just start kind of trying to refine things like what we talked about in middle. Because if it's, once you make it smaller, and don't just like select the level and shrink it down. Like actually, actually do it right.
Bad practice.
Because like the bomb site, so this bomb site A actually feels all right. Like the size of this site feels fine. It's when you leave the site that everything is like, this is fucking huge, right? So it's just stuff like that. So yeah, lots of vertex tool will make your life easier, and you should be good.
All
right, sweet. And I think that's it, boys. And that was the Bacara? It was DC, like, yeah, it was a map by Bacara. If you'd like to have your level playtested, you can do so by going to TopHATwaffle.com/playtesting. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one.